In the world of Dragon Ball post-Tournament of Power, peace has seemed to finally assemble itself across the multiverse. However, the revival of the 6 race universes once abolished by the Omni King soon will prove worrisome. It's been 1 full year since the end of the tournament, and 17 made that wish to restore those erased by the Omni King, but by making this wish, 600 years of strife has been undone all at once. In this universe, the politics between the gods and mortals remains unhinged, so the window of assistance has stayed open without interference from Miris or the escape of Moro. The story of a new ruler, a nefarious plan, and a burst of life is underway as we find ourselves on Earth in Universe 7 with Goku and Vegeta standing before one another. Prior to their sparring session, Goku presents a comment about them probably needing to take Goten and Trunks' training more seriously, which is one of the most sensible things Vegeta says he's ever heard him say, but why now? Due to the Tournament of Power and the large spectrum of strength that was represented and displayed from the entire multiverse, Goku's eyes have been opened even further to the possibilities that are out there. Well, I've been thinking, he goes on, if something like the tournament were to ever happen again, it wouldn't be bad if Goten and Trunks were on our team this time. To which Vegeta agrees, commenting how rare it is to find something they commonly agree on. With a full year having gone by, Goku and Vegeta's training may have peaked some time ago, with the both of them harboring newfound skills. In a timeline free of the Galactic Patrol prisoner Moro, the universe moves on still as the search for a new destroyer for some of the new universes is on. If you guys want to check out this new original fan manga for yourselves called Dragon Ball Super Sarani by the homies Ashan Art and Wolfsbane 101, the link to the site the manga is located on will be down below in the description box, so be sure to go check it out if you do enjoy the story. Also, links to both Ashan and Wolfbane's Twitter will be down below as well, so be sure to go show them a ton of love and support for the amazing work that they did, and let them know how much you love the manga. Be sure to have that notification bell turned on to never miss an upload, and if you are enjoying the Dragon Ball content, consider leaving a like on this video as well. Lastly, don't forget to follow on both Twitch and Twitter to keep up with me and all anime related content. But without further ado, the post-Tournament of Power agenda of Dragon Ball Super is still strong in its push as we cut back to Earth and find Goku and Goten have finally arrived in a rocky wasteland along with Vegeta and Trunks. As Goku previously stated, the goal of all of this is to train these two to the point where if they have to fight, they'll be able to aid in the protection of the universe as well. Goku starts by saying that first, they'll have to achieve the next Super Saiyan forms. They've grown a little older now and have been Super Saiyans for a while, so this shouldn't come as an extremely tough struggle for these two. But they have a ways to go if they want to catch up to their fathers. The reason for this, Vegeta goes on to explain, is so that they can improve their power and rage as Saiyans. After this, they'll go on to train them to further control that power and rage for much better ki control. The boys are all in as they both power up and the training begins. 3 weeks time passes into their training as Goku says that they really gotta hand it to these boys. They completely mastered Super Saiyan and achieved Super Saiyan 2 in only 3 weeks time, which is definitely amazing. Goten and Trunks look like completely different kids now. Off in the distance, Piccolo flies through the sky as he seems to be searching for something, but it's not long before he finally finds his targets. Down below him are Goku, Vegeta, and the boys who take notice of Piccolo's arrival as he descends down to them, with Goku asking if he's come to see the boys train. Piccolo and the boys greet each other as he says that it's nice to see them training hard again. Vegeta asks what brings him here all of a sudden, with Piccolo replying that he actually needs a favor from them. Piccolo has come to request that they bring him to Beerus' planet in order for him to train with them as well. Wow, Piccolo, Goku says, I always thought you were the self-training type. Even if we take you there though, you'd have to have some kind of offering for Whis for him to accept you as a student. Piccolo says that he's already well aware of the usual conditions to win them over, so he says that he had Gohan pack curry for Whis and Beerus, assuming that is something they've never had before. This sparks the idea by Vegeta that the two of them actually made a great deal of progress under the little bit of time they've been training under Whis, so why not take the boys there too? They would probably benefit more from him anyway. Goku asked Piccolo if he considered asking Gohan to come too, since they had begun training together again about a year ago after the Tournament of Power, but Gohan, being the family man he is, says that he couldn't be that far away from his wife and daughter, and he also maintains a job, and with that out of the way, the group heads back to Capsule Corp to get ready for their trip. Elsewhere, in Universe 9, home of the God of Destruction Sidra, sits him at his palace accompanied by his attendant angel and counterpart Supreme Kai, as his Kai comments that thanks to the universes being restored by Universe 7, they now have just a bit more time to raise the mortal level of their universe, which, as some of you already know, is one of the criteria gods of a universe must meet in order to stay in power. Greetings, Universe 9, the Grand Priest says as he makes a sudden, very unexpected entrance on Sidra's planet, leaving the two gods with their jaws dropped. No need for the formalities, he says as they bow before him. I've actually come to discuss something very important with the two of you. It comes to my knowledge, the Grand Priest says, that since the Tournament of Power has ended, your universe was brought back as well. However, you haven't been performing your duties very well. I believe you thought you had a lot more time, so you became lethargic? Sidra attempts to apologize and says that they'll begin working immediately to the best of their abilities. You shall indeed, Sidra, the Grand Priest replies. It is the wish of the Omni King that you will be given a time limit of 90 ticks to somewhat improve the mortal standings of your universe, or else you shall both be replaced with a new Destroyer and Supreme Kai. 90 ticks on Zeno's timer seems absurd as the Kaioshin tries to plead for more time, but the Grand Priest is stern in enforcing the Omni King's wishes as he tells them that they have the option of taking the 90 ticks or giving up their positions right now. Sidra begs the question of who would even replace them since there are no candidates for Kaioshins or Destroyers right now, but the Grand Priest informs them that they've actually already begun training Frieza down in Universe 3 for the past 6 months, and a new Kaioshin is already in training in Universe 10 as well. With the history of someone like Frieza and even their recent encounter, Sidra fails to see how someone like Frieza could even qualify for such prestige, but the Grand Priest assures him that over the past 6 months, he's shown impressive dedication towards the laws of the gods and has already taken an oath to fulfill those duties when the day comes. I would suggest that you not worry so much about that at this very moment, he says. Your time has already started. If you can raise your mortal level in this universe by even half, your positions could be spared. I shall be taking my leave now, but we'll meet again once your time expires. Farewell, gentlemen, and good luck. As the Grand Priest takes his leave, Sidra and the Supreme Kai begin their discussion on the next steps as they keep dwelling on how little time they have. Even if they only have to raise the mortal level by half, the Kai says, 90 ticks is just not enough time. Mojito, Sidra's attendant angel, speaks up by saying that he believes if they truly work hard during this time and show the Omni Kings how much effort they put in, he might just favor them with some more time. The gods, however, seem to not even hear him as they continue their conversation to devise a plan. This is when Rose suggests that, what if there were no contenders to replace them at all? Mojito warns them that he doesn't like the sound of where this is headed, but they persist with their plan as Ro explains that if there were no contenders, then they can't immediately replace them. Sidra asks, well, since there already is a contender, then what do they do? To which Ro replies that they must have Frieza assassinated. Mojito immediately tells them that he wouldn't do this if he were them, but once again, he's ignored. Ro goes on to explain that as per common knowledge, Destroyer gods and Supreme Kais come in pairs. Therefore, one simply can't exist without the other. If they were to have Frieza assassinated, then there would be no reason for a Kaioshin to be in training right now. He further goes on to clarify that the reason their target must be Frieza is because the Kaioshin in training Deuce is more than likely staying at Gawasu's temple in Universe 10 while he trains, but is doubtful that Frieza is always with the Destroyer of Universe 3, so when they aren't together is the time that they must strike. This treasonous plan by the gods has begun to take motion as Mojito constantly rejects the insane idea only to be ignored again. Rose suggests that to keep their hands entirely clean, they should contract an outside party to do the job. Sidra suggests none other than Hit, as he is a professional and obscenely strong as they all saw in the tournament. Ro, however, claims to have someone much more appropriate in mind. A completely unbiased prospect, Kane, Hit's son who resides in Universe 13, one of the restored universes. Having met him over 600 years ago, Sidra recalls him being extremely strong, and additionally, Ro claims that he is the right hand of the God of Destruction of Universe 14 and have been trained by her specifically, so he may even be stronger than Hit. As Sidra looks to make contact with a goddess across the realms, in the next panel, we're introduced to Syra, Universe 14's goddess of destruction, as she's given the details on the assassination plot on the future God of Destruction Frieza. That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching until the end. As always, if you made it this far, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Once again, a huge shout out to Ashan and Wolfsbane for making such a dope project and really keeping that push going for the post-tournament of power content. The Dragon Ball fandom is just so alive and active and passionate about the anime, and it really shows in work like this, so just, super job guys, definitely keep it up. If you guys want to check out Dragon Ball Super Sarani, the link to the original manga would be down below in the description box, so be sure to go check it out for yourselves as it's being actively worked on by these guys, so if you want to read ahead, definitely go check it out. If you are enjoying the anime topics and manga, be sure to have that notification bell turned on to never miss an upload, and consider leaving a like on this video as well if you were into the story for more continuation of Universe 14. Lastly, don't forget to follow on both Twitch and Twitter to stay up with me and all anime related content. But anyways, have a great day, always stay safe and stay smart guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.